Hey y'all, we're doing the weekly reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. This is going to be a reading for the person that's on your mind whenever you come across this reading. The first spread I get is going to be you and the person, the energy that is up until this point, pretty much what's going on. Then we're going to pull a spread for the outcome between you and them. And then we're going to close it out with some advice cards. It is a general reading, so if it's not your story, I'm going to try to do all the signs at least once a week, so that way hopefully your story will come out if it doesn't come out today. All right, so what is the mutual energy between Pisces and this person? The World card in the upright. So I got to get some more cards out to see what that could mean. All right, Pisces. Well, this feels like, okay, this feels like somebody who's dealing with a newer person, because you and this person overall have went through an intense ending, okay? But this ending was with other people outside of the connection. And so it's like, this is a whole new chapter in your book with the World card in the upright. You've completed a whole ass cycle, and I feel like you've been really working on yourself a lot. You got the Hierophant card. That can be a very spiritual card. That can be about your routines. The Hierophant energy for you may be different for someone else, but that, with the Scorpio card too, the Death, this has been a slow, long process. You transforming into a whole nother person than what you were before. Sometimes I think you feel as if you are stuck with that Chariot card. Like you feel like you get a little bit feeling like alone, left out in the cold. I'm saying on some days, I'm not saying every day, but you're feeling that, but you've been doing a lot of work on yourself in general, and you're coming out of a period of your life with the Five of Swords in the reverse that was very conflict. It was sabotage energy, almost like self-sabotage energy, this unconscious patterns that we don't even realize we do. We all have them. I'm like number one on the list that has them. But you're coming out of that energy. You just have those good and bad days still, here and there. But it's been a very slow and long process. At least it has felt like that to you. I feel like you're working on your heart chakra energy. Like you're opening up your heart. You're able to emotionally connect with people again. And the person that is on this side that you're asking about, they have went through a spiritual awakening. That's why they're closing out a chapter in their life. And you could too. But we always attract what we are. So therefore, you've worked on yourself. You've went through this spiritual awakening. They have too. They got this energy right here, the Sagittarius energy. This is that balancing energy. The divine bartender. That transmuting it, getting in a balanced state. I feel like this person does not want any games with the Three of Cups in the reverse. Maybe that was part of what that chapter was that they closed. They had people that were, you know, triangulation, third-party energy, that kind of stuff. The Devil is in the reverse. This person does not want any toxicity. They've come out of a whole last chapter of that in their life. So now with that Devil in the reverse, it's like they've worked themselves out of that with the help of the Divine, because this Temperance card is here. And I feel like they're... Knight of Swords ain't always a good card, but with everything else that's surrounding it, this is a person that will just pretty much be shoot straight to the point with you. You know what I mean? Like there's no wondering about what this person thinks or feels. And if you haven't met this person yet, you could have come across this reading because this is a timeline you're about to jump into because of all the work you've done, because you're closing out this chapter in your life. This is something new that could be coming in. And let me tell you, it was straight up backed by the universe with the Four of Wands in the upright. That is where the universe opens the door. We knock, the proverbial door, we don't know we're knocking, but you know what I mean. We work on ourselves. We go within. We close a chapter of some shit we've learned, our lessons. And then the universe says, okay, now here's another whole chapter. Here's some more lessons. So this person could definitely be coming across your path because it's meant to teach you lessons, or it could be a forever life partner person. So let's get the outcome. I feel like you and this person are both in the energy of really awakening to the fact that you're a spiritual being in a human body. You know what I mean? That you're just in a vehicle passing through this place. and you've both probably had a lot of toxic shit in your past, but they're coming out of that, you're coming out of that, and like I said, we all have good and bad days. I've already shuffled, sorry, I don't know why I did that. We all have good and bad days, so it's not like everything's going to be perfect all the time, but I'm just saying you have more good than bad, and you've went through a long, drawn-out transformation period. You could have been like in the hermit mode, honestly. So let's get the overall outcome for Pisces and this person. I feel like this is, if this is your reading, or if this is something you're going to jump into eventually on a timeline, I feel like this will be someone new, like you may not even know this person yet, but you'll know what to look for when they pop in, you know what I mean? All right, Two of Swords in the upright, overall outcome. So let's see what else comes out. So you're still healing, because your first card out was the Four of Swords. But the thing that's really good about this whole situation is that you are in the Three of Swords in the reverse. That is working through the pain, just like you had the Five of Swords in the reverse. This person's side says Page of Swords, Hermit. So yes, I just said Hermit card earlier. This person is still in that energy that they like to kind of hermit. And they may communicate, but it may not be really deep. But what's wrong with that? If this is a new person, it's okay to have communication that's surface level. Get to know someone on that mental level to start with. You know, they want to get to know you on an intellectual level. They get the same card you did on their side this time, Five of Swords reverse. What did I say? Like attracts like. Y'all are coming into each other's energy after closing a big ass chapter. You're working on trying to build you a solid foundation on your side. Eight of Pentacles, you're willing to put the work into this, as well as you really may be doing a lot of work on yourself, trying to grow something, trying to build something that's just giving you stable footing, even if it's just working extra hours at work and working on your house. Just take the energy how it resonates for you. I feel like you've done a lot of work, like heart-wise, but this person may catch you off guard and it may be hard to open up at first. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with keeping the energy on a light level when it comes to communicating to start with. I feel like this is a new person. They have a Knight of Pentacles coming in. That bitch is slow. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. But he's methodical. He plans his steps and he always finishes the race. He's the turtle in the tortoise and the hare. And he is got his plan down and he just goes through it every day. He's persistent and he does his shit. He turns into a King of Pentacles eventually. So this may be the energy they bring to the table to start with. They don't have to go all in whenever you first meet them. In fact, that would be a toxic red flag, probably because you don't want nobody to go all in to start with. That's usually what happens. We get in these whirlwind relationships and we want to get married in a month, and then we figure out we don't even like the person afterwards. And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about anybody in general. Okay, so this person may have a little bit of confidence issues within themselves because they got the Nine of Swords with the Six of Wands reversed, like thinking, am I going to waste my time again? Is this going to be a fail? Do I got what it takes? Worried a little bit because you've caught their eye, because you've caught their interest, and both people may thus get up in their head a little bit. I feel like the overall outcome is telling me when you go into this timeline starting out for that first month or so, it's going to just be surface level communication, and you're both still going to be doing a lot of work on yourself alone. You got Four of Swords in the same spot. They got Hermit. Y'all are mirroring each other a lot. But you're trying to build yourself up. They're trying to be methodical about it. They're doing their hermit. I mean, only thing is this person needs to work a little bit more on believing in themselves. Like, do they have what it takes to make this successful? Yes. But they're so used to toxic shit that they just kind of get a little shy and scared. You know what I mean? So that might get them up in their head a little bit, trying to, do I make a decision? Should I try? Should I not? A little bit iffy there, but I don't feel like it's anything to be alarmed about, and I do feel like it's very positive. So let's get some advices. Some advice for Pisces. I almost said something that another reader says all the time that's funny, but then I felt like a copycat, so I stopped myself. Wrong deck, already used that one. We're going to get 5 advice cards for Pisces, and the first one out will be the most intense card that you should take attention to. And then there'll be 4 supporting energies to go along with it. Pisces, Three of Wands in the reverse. I feel like this is saying don't expect it to be, like I said, the end all be all in the first week. Since we're taking this as advice, and it's honestly with this connection, make a decision. If you're in, you're in. If you're out, you're out. Two of Pentacles reverse. Don't flip-floppy. Make your decision. And don't try to expect everything out of this. Don't look at it in a negative way, but just let it be like whatever will happen, will happen. Let it unfold organically. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? And it's okay to be a little bit passionate about it, but I feel like this is saying don't make that the focal point of the relationship and expect that to bring a happy, fulfilling commitment, okay? So it's okay to be sexually attracted to this person, but don't expect that to create a happy, fulfilling connection if you jump in the sack with somebody in the first week. Give it some time so you can get to know this person on an intellectual level, on the level of friends, all that. Let it unfold organically. And it's okay to keep your guard up a little bit till you make sure that this is the person, the one I'm describing, till you make sure that's the one that's coming in, till you make sure that's not someone that's just a different face with the same shit to learn again. But then, slowly, organically, you can drop your guard and don't jump into bed with them in the beginning. All right, Pisces, that's been your reading, and thank you so much for watching.